One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Right down the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
While they're trying to attack the middle of the field, that time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football. Establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Howard. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Here's the handoff. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Gets the back moving. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Looking to take a shot. He's got it on the right. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best three-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that.
He's loose. It's a running room. Touchdown, Rebels. Great job by the back on the option. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Holds it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Trying to run it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Appalachian State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got a man. It's Taylor. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make...
Oh, it's out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Wide open spaces. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. So you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Quarterback may change this route. The pitch to the left. Wow, through the defense. Oh, a lot of space. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. At the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the move at the 30. Turning on the jet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And it's a live ball. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and that's an added bonus. They get the first down.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free, and this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the big fella. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that. There on third down. They were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just feeds the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receiver, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Auburn! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ohio is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Athens for some time. They're up 14 over the Bluebirds. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. There he goes. Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. To the air, it's Simmons. Release to the back. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Wants to keep it in the air. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Still looking on the move. Skips away from pressure. The throw. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, and they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. A lot of urgency for this offense. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Auburn! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
38, Ole Miss, 21.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw at Simmons. Under fire.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game.
It's a seam wide open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Rebels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a group.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pulls it in. It's Diggs. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off.
Number 90 set to kick this one away.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in down the sideline. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. There he goes! Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels are on the move. Going up top again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Quick step and go. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the right. Big guy smells it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. play fake, now to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the right. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. Circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the fourth down, throws that fist up in the air.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single-team him, double-team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The kick is on its way. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one go back to the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Rebels! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 21 over Air Force. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. Looking to throw at Simmons. Fires left. Makes the grab. He's loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Howard. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers! How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's dribbling. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third.
Ole Miss, 41.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. He might want another play. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Taylor.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The gun leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. Wide open downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target it.
It's a running room. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, we need this quarterback to put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On the move, he fires. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. And that time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Simmons. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Snagged in the middle, it's Hobbs. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control.
Touchdown, Rebels! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And that extra point carries some significance now. A field goal just ties the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas is dominating this one, and you can bet the good folks in Denton are loving every aspect of this offense. They're up by 16 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab outside. It's Simmons. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that pass.
Shotgun snap on third down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And that was one of those gotta happen. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver, but whatever.
Finds his man. It's Coleman. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The give on the inside. Picks up the first down, still moving. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Wide open spaces. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. absolutely perfect. And after the three-spot guys, we're all tied up. We'll get it started here in overtime. He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
To the air, it's Simmons. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. They'll run it from the gun. Creates a little space. Makes it past the marker. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On the ground, it's Robinson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the field goal unit, and they can win it with a chip shot. And he got it. The kick is good. Wins the game in overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.